something wrong over there?
These things are trying me. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. All that banging you hear, that's Fabiola. She decided to come into the studio, and instead of working with me here, she's playing, what are you playing over there? Galaga. There you go. Let me see if I can bring her up screen here.
Oh no!
Are you losing?
Never. I never. Never.
Oh my God.
Hold on now.
You're gonna tear it up. Oh my God, I don't even know. Anyways, thank you for being here. It is a Friday night. It's time to have a little bit of fun, right?
We're having fun. We're relaxing.
You don't look like you're relaxing.
I'm relaxing.
You don't look like you're relaxing.
I'm fine. It's all good. Oh!
I don't know.
Okay. Hi. I'm ready.
Wow, you're ready?
I'm
all
good.
Right, D might come back over
Okay.
here. Maybe you could give me a hand with some of this stuff. Anyways, guys, listen, we're going to be with you probably about an hour and a half maybe tonight. I know sometimes I say it's going to be an hour and a half, and then it goes on to like 2 hours and 2.5 hours. I promise that I will not go that long.
Hi.
Are you okay? You're like, oh,
I'm good. I'm ready. Pumped. It's Friday night.
pumped. Oh my God. You see what happens? So that video game, my son and I
I'm a fun
built.
person.
You are a fun person. My son and I built that video game machine like about, what do you say, about a year ago or so?
Oh my God, Joey. It's
2
been
years?
Oh my
All right.
God, it's been a while.
It's been a little bit, and we built it, and it's like a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, it says
and
we're
then,
having echo.
Is there an echo? All right. Well, we'll get rid of one of the mics, and then hopefully the echo will go away. Is there an echo right now? Because that other mic is off. Let us know. No more. All right. Someone says no more.
Are we
Yeah.
good?
All right, no echo. Yeah, it was probably from the other mic from over there. So anyways, yeah, we built that. It's a Raspberry Pi that's running about 15,000 retro games. So if there's any retro game you want to see, I could always check on the list to see if it's actually there.
Yeah.
So anyways, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be back.
See?
It's Friday. It's Friday.
And yeah.
Why do you change my technology?
What is this? Is it? Oh, it's dark. That's why you can't see anything here.
You're
there
the one
you
who
go.
set it up.
There it is. Now you can see. So hopefully I'll be able to go through the questions really quickly. I always say that, but I never do. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of stuff that went on this week, and I want to go through some of it with you guys. Any questions you have, it doesn't matter what it is.
Can I make this bigger?
It could be retro gaming. It could be, let me see. Let me see if we can detach this, probably. Let me see. Pop the chat window. There you go.
Sweet.
Now you can see it better.
Yes.
There
so
we
much
go.
better.
There it is. So yeah, so if you want to talk about anything, retro gaming, any kind of technology.
What's going on this week? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean,
What
SpaceX.
everybody do? I haven't seen everybody in like
I know,
a
you
little
haven't
bit.
been here for like a minute.
Some of us have other stuff going on. What can I
See
tell
that?
you?
Yeah.
I'm a busy lady.
She's busy. She's too busy to hang out with us. So, but she'll be able to read some of these questions.
Not
But
with
listen,
them. Just you.
listen to this. If you have a question, put a Q before your question or put at JCristina. I see Peter is here. Thank you so much for all that you do, Peter. Really do appreciate you. So yeah, exactly what Peter said.
Hi,
if you have a
Peter.
question, definitely put that Q before the question or at JCristina. It'll just pop up easier. And sometimes we'll have 50, sometimes 100, sometimes 150
Yeah.
on one of these lives, and then it starts getting
And
like
it takes a
kind of
little
crazy.
bit to, I mean, like we see your questions and I'm reading and stuff, but you know, it takes a little bit to respond to each question. So we'll,
Yeah,
you know, I'll try to
exactly.
get this guy to like,
Yeah, she kicks me under the table all the time because I'll start
Move it a
ranting
little bit.
on, and I'm not on my Adderall, and then
is
know
my
the
audio
ADD.
off? Are we echoing again now?
Are we
good?
echoing? Are we all right?
No, it might have been from before.
That could have been from before.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
Alright.
think we should be okay. I don't know. You guys let us know.
Hi, everybody. Texas,
Yes.
New Mexico, Alberta, Canada, William, John, Fragile 1976, Martin Maynard, hello from Oklahoma.
Koft.
Flying
Koft-
Pretzel.
Flying
I
Pretzel
love that
is
flying
here.
Yeah, he's always here. He's flying around.
Yes, he is flying
William,
around.
Anthony, hey. Magnetic Storm, how's it going? John Spurlock. We're ready, you
William,
guys.
wow, we got a bunch here. Money moves.
All right, Kotev, how about a video on bonding to two Starlink systems, then run some testing on performance?
All right, so I've heard this before. There's some people that have asked this question: can you bond two Starlink systems together? And you can. There's really not too much of a benefit to it because you're bonding them together, but if one goes down, they most likely both will go down. Now, if you do bond them together, you will get that increase in speed if you do like a packet level bonding, like through Speedify. If you guys are interested in that, you can go to JCristina.com/speed. There's a discount if you go and use that link. But if you use Speedify, you can do that and bond these things together. And when you do bond them together, yes, you'll get additional speed. But the thing is you do not get additional redundancy. So it's good and it's not good. My personal opinion is try getting two ISPs and then bond them together. So if one goes down, you still have a fallback, failover, whatever. Load balancing will work no matter what you use. Two Starlinks or a Starlink and a Verizon or a Starlink and a T-Mobile. And now I did a video about, if you guys saw my last video, there is AT&T Internet Air. And you know how much I love AT&T, which is, horrendous crap. But, they do now have
according
this.
to some people, you just sell out to AT&T.
Yeah. My God. But AT&T now has the same kind of thing. It's $55 a month, unlimited, and it uses the 5G network. It's kind of cool. It sounds to be good, but the underpinnings behind it is that to get that, in comparison to getting like T-Mobile home or home internet or getting Verizon home internet, if you get the AT&T Internet Air, what happens is it's a replacement to their DSL. So if you get it and you don't say you don't want it, after 7 days, you lose your DSL. You're stuck with this service. So AT&T is very notorious for it. They really know how to get people out of grandfathered in plans, right? So if you're grandfathered into something, they will figure out a means to get you out of it. And this is one of those things. They don't want to run copper anymore. Their copper is aged, very, very aged. And it just sucks. That's just the bottom line. And their D-slams that have all these modems in it, they're all red lighted inside there. Half the modems are bad. And then the DLCs, which are the digital line crew people, they're constantly switching out boards for good ones to bad ones, good ones to bad ones, and robbing from Peter to pay Paul. So you can't get any more. So they're not servicing DSL anymore. So if you have DSL and you take this service on, then you don't like it after, let's say, 14 days, if you ask for DSL again, you're not getting it. Okay, so be careful. My suggestion is get Verizon Internet Home or T-Mobile. Next question.
All right, Charmin Bear says, before this even starts, Starlink alternatives are mostly only good if you have other good service where you're at. If you're in the sticks with no cell service, Starlink is probably your only option.
Absolutely. Starlink, and before that, it was Viasat and HughesNet. Both Viasat and HughesNet will be going the way of the dinosaur, as I'm sure you've heard me say in the past. They are geolocated in comparison to LEO-located, which would be close to Earth compared to extremely far from Earth. So the bottom line is, yes, Starlink is the way to go. But as far as like redundancy, T-Mobile and Verizon at like $50 a month is just cheap for unlimited internet. We're using T-Mobile right now. Let me see. How are we doing? We're doing good. And it's saying that we're streaming redundantly. That means that there's no problems with either T-Mobile or Starlink right now. So that's good.
All right,
no problem.
Fragile 1976. According to the T-Mobile website, my address is eligible for 5G extended range. Cell phone service, but not home internet for some reason.
Cell phone service, but not home internet. That means that they haven't made it available in your area yet. That's basically it. If you can get 5G in your area, 5GE, which is their extended, you should be able to get 5G home. So just hang in there. They'll get it to you. If you have a tower that is Verizon or a tower that's T-Mobile, you can just get one of those two also, either which way. But yeah, AT&T this is all new for AT&T right now. This literally came out like hours ago, like just a few days ago. What else do we have going on here?
Greetings from beautiful area of Manford, Oklahoma. Hi, Martin.
Hey, Martin.
John. Said the same thing. T-Mobile, I went to the store and they said I can get it. They just haven't put it on the website yet.
Exactly. So just be careful when you do get it. Be careful.
Ricky Joe, I just watched a video about AT&T Internet Air and found out now for new and existing customers, if you have AT&T wireless plan, you can get Internet Air for $35 a month.
There you go. So they're doing the exact same thing. If you have for example, T-Mobile phone, then you're going to get T-Mobile for, I believe it's $30 a month. And if you have a Verizon phone, I think it's $25 a month. So yeah, it's basically tit for tat. AT&T is finally, figuring it out that they're losing customers by the hundreds of thousands, and they need to figure it out because it's been a slow burn, and now it's a forest fire for them. They're just losing a lot of customers because T-Mobile and Verizon is just giving a really good service for a very affordable price. And even people that are getting SpaceX Starlink today, they're looking at some of these 5G possibilities as being something fantastic. Now, the majority of us that are rural customers in the suburbs, let's say, right, not sitting in a metropolis somewhere in the city, well, we're probably not going to be able to get a good, strong 5G signal anyways. Like my signal with my T-Mobile right now is only 4G or LTE. We do not have 5G yet, but they said before the end of the year we should have 5G. So they're rolling it out. 5G, I think what's happening is AT&T and a lot of the other companies are saying, we're sick of dealing with wires. We want to go all wireless. And while that's good, there's always a bad to it. So we'll get into that if you want me to, but let's get into some more questions.
Money moves. Does Starlink really just come out with a router?
So Starlink has a new router out, which is a third edition. So a third generation, let's say. There was a Gen 1 router. That's the router that actually had like a reset button on the bottom. It actually had a Ethernet port on the back. Well, the Generation 2 came out. It did not have an Ethernet port, and it did not have a reset button on it, right? Well, Generation 3 just came out, and that is a replacement to the Generation 1. All right? It's not a replacement for Generation 2. I've been getting a lot of people saying, hey, Joe, I just got my Starlink in, and when I looked at it, I have a Generation 2 router. And, yes, you do. You're not going to have a Generation 3 because the Generation 3 is a replacement of a Generation 1. The Generation 3 uses a PoE injector, which is power over Ethernet. It's like a little brick. It uses that to power Dishy, or Mr. Bevel, as I call him, right? Whereas with the Generation 2, it has the power built into it, okay? That's kind of like the difference, besides, not having the Ethernet, not having the reset button, all the rest. So I am looking forward to them moving into, let's say, a Generation 4 that us Generation 2 can use. And the reason being is this new router, instead of being Wi-Fi 5, it's actually Wi-Fi 6. Now, it's not Wi-Fi 6E, but still it's Wi-Fi 6, which makes it a lot faster, a little bit more secure, a little bit more reliable. It can deal with more, let's say, transactions or more connections, let's say, than the version 5. So hopefully soon we're going to see an update. But as of right now, you're not going to see one. It's going to be a little bit. Who else do we have here?
So we have Flying Pretzel wants to know, Sega or Nintendo?
Sega or Nintendo? Well, we got both over there. We have Sega, Nintendo, we have N64, we have a whole slew.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Matter of fact, let me switch over and maybe
While
we
you
can.
do that,
I'm going to leave that. over there. Matter of fact, right now it's on that game, right? Yeah, it's on the game. Let me go and see while you're looking. Throw me a
throw you a
question. Yeah, throw me a question.
John says, I was told I can get Starlink but can't afford $600 at one time. Do they let you pay it off? Oh, there's an echo again.
Is there an
because you
echo?
left?
Is it probably me? Is it echoing right now?
2 people said there was an echo. Someone said no echo here.
It's probably. Can you hear me? Or is everyone hearing me right now or no? Yes or no?
Only me, echo.
Only you?
That's what, yeah. Oh, then it says it's gone.
It's gone? All right. Well, let me just switch this out real quick. You guys let me know if it gets really horrible. All right, just ask me that question real quick again, and I'm gonna get off this real quick here.
Maybe it was because it was on. I was told I can get Starlink but can't afford $600 at one time. Do they let you pay it off?
Gotcha. Yeah. So the way they have it set up is you send in like a payment, like $100 down, $200 down, and then you have to pay the full rest of the amount to be able to get it. So it's kind of sort of no, you really can't. You can't do it that way. You end up having to pay no matter what. You have to pay it in full before you can get it back. Anyways, this is what's on here. I know I got a question about this. So Amiga is on here, right? Amiga CD32. We have CPC. We have Arcade Classics.
There's an echo.
There's an echo. All right.
I feel like it's coming and going. And
all right.
Some people are getting it and some people are not.
I'll get out of here in just a second. Probably the echo will go away. We have Atari 2600, 5200, Atari 7800, Lynx.
We're echoing like an alien invasion.
All right. Commodore 64. Look at all these guys. Look at all these. I'm not even gonna state them all. What do we got here? Dreamcast, Nintendo, Game Watch, even like the watch games, Game Boy, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, Game Color, Sega, Genesis.
I love Galaga. Galaga is the best.
Intellivision, Kodi, you have Sega Master System, MSX, Nintendo 64. You can't beat that. You got Nami. And more Nintendo, you got Neo Geo. You guys remember Neo Geo? My God, Neo Geo's CD, more Nintendo Entertainment System. Look at these, a whole bunch of ports. You have PSP. Wow, that's pretty cool. You got the regular PlayStation. As you can see,
I think that this is something people should do for themselves.
This is just
it's
fun.
So much fun.
There is just so. Look at this. I mean, it goes on and on and on. There is so many games in here to take a look at, to test out and to play. It's just amazing to me because if you think about it, these are like the games that you would like play when you were a kid. And now by building this thing out, you can actually play them all over again. And you don't have to stick coins in. If you want, you can actually put a little coin machine in if you wanted to. But I mean, for me, we don't need to do that. Anyways, I'm going to just bring this back over here. If you can bring up another question, and then I'll come back over to you. Maybe some of this.
Did you answer that one question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed it. Let's see. Do you trust 5G or unbroken? Do you trust 5G or 6G? It seems like it can be a weapon easily.
That is definitely, there's a lot of people that have said that, and that could be the case. You just don't know. I mean, 5G is the future, but there is a lot of people that have said there's a lot of harmful signal like that goes over 5G that can kind of hurt people. And it just, I mean, I hate to be like the conspiratorial kind of guy, but I mean, 5G is where it's at right now, and I think that we're going to be moving into 6G probably within a year or so. We'll start seeing even faster service. And eventually what will happen is we'll get these wireless systems that are so fast that you really don't even need fiber. I mean, fiber is still going to be the best. Anything on the land is good, but once these things get faster and faster,
fiber.
we will never get fiber. Probably you're probably right, which is kind of sad, but yeah.
All right. Are you gonna play or are you gonna come back?
I'm coming back.
Okay. Let's see. Ricky, I found out that the new gateway for AT&T Internet Air has both a 1 gigabyte Ethernet port and a 1 gigabyte Ethernet port. If they have a 10 gigabit port, does that mean they plan to offer speeds up to 10 gigabit soon?
Yes, actually. Yeah, they were talking about putting together 10 gig on these routers. I just don't know. Now, did he say that he actually read that or saw that on there?
It just says I found out.
That the new
Gateway.
gateway for AT&T Internet, has both the 1 gig as well as 10 gig. Yeah, so probably what they're doing is they're planning for the future, right? And 10 gig is the future, no matter how we look at it. It's going to be, most of the things that we see that are land-based will be 10 gig or even faster. So, I would say that they're planning for 10 gig, and they're just putting it in there because that is going to be the future so that they don't have to do it later. But, we'll see. I mean, look at SpaceX Starlink. We're using still, Wi-Fi 5 that's been around for like 10 years. Not even Wi-Fi 6. It's been around for about 4 or 5 years now. So, I mean, they should have put in my personal opinion, Wi-Fi 6E, but they didn't. So it kind of is what it is.
John had said when you turned the camera, I got the nose. You got
the nose?
I guess over there. Martin, does Spotify replace hardware controller? If I am following your mesh network video, do I need both if I am wanting to add T-Mobile as a backup?
Say that one more time.
Does Spotify replace hardware controller if I am following your mesh network video, or do I need both if I am wanting to add T-Mobile as backup?
Yeah, so when you use the controller, all right, you can do a similar to what Spotify is, but hardware-esque, where you're doing a bonding of, or let's say a bonding of multiple connections. Let's say you're doing your T-Mobile and your Starlink, right? You can bond them through hardware, but most of those systems, and I've tried a lot of them, most of them are session-based bonding, right? The problem with that is when your session goes down, you have to start a new session. That's not a good thing. In comparison to with like Speedify, with Speedify, your sessions are packet-based. So what that means is, like right now, we're streaming redundantly, is what it says. That means that both the T-Mobile as well as the Starlink, they're both like 3-star. That means that they're doing really, really well, right? So they're doing it redundantly. So this is for maximum speed. But what will happen is if one started pulling, let's say, errors, CRC errors or some type of packet loss, okay, what it'll start doing is it will start going, once again, that packet level bonding, and it will start sending the packets out, but mirroring them. So the exact same packet will go to the Starlink, and that will be going to T-Mobile. And whichever one gets there first, that's the one that wins, and the other one gets kicked out. It does that so you get a redundant type of connection in comparison to just simply going for speed. So yes, the answer to that is kind of yes and no. If you just need a means of doing a failover type of thing, then yes, you can use like a UTT router, you can use like a TP-Link controller or something and have it fail over to the second ISP if something goes down, right? Or you can do load balancing, kind of, sort of. Some of them do them better than others, right? But the problem is when you fail over, sometimes it won't fail back. And then also sometimes when you fail over to ISP2, well, your session dies. Why is that important? If we're doing this live show right now, if our session dies, I have to restart the uplink, let's say. And now you're going to have to wait. We're going to be gone for a few seconds, maybe sometimes 15 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds. So if you go and take a look at some of those mesh network videos that I did, you'll see like 6 different routers that I tested and how long they take to actually do the fallback and then fall forward. Some of them won't fall forward. They won't come back once they fall back. Anyways, so in short, yes, you can do either which way. My personal opinion is, as of right now, unless you want to spend a lot of money on, like, for example, a PepLink, like a Balance 20X or something like that for $500-600 or more with all of the modules and all the rest of this stuff, and you want to do session level bonding or packet level bonding, then I would say do a Speedify. Once again, you can go over to JCristina.com/speed and go and grab it for a discount. But that's right now the best way to do it, in my personal opinion.
Okay, so follow up to that question is, can I do away with hardware controller if I'm going to use Speedify?
Yes. You do not need the hardware controller, because what Speedify will do is it will do that bonding for you. So it will bond for speed, but it will also bond for redundancy. It has built-in AI, basically, and it says, hey, like right now, it knows that I am streaming, and it says we're streaming redundantly right now. Let me see here. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me move this.
Do that. Unbroken. Those glasses are very retro, like Milkshake and Roller Derby. Yes.
That's right. I like it.
Trying to keep it, change it up.
That's
Don't want to
it.
get boring.
me
John,
see.
your
Does this
glasses
work?
make you look even younger. Thanks, John. Love it. I'm here for the
This time.
style,
Here we go. Maybe this will work. Does that work? It does work. All right. So moreover
That's
to
like
what I was
picturing.
saying. Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. So if you take a look at this, you see it says Speedify, and then underneath here it says streaming redundantly. Okay. What that means is, like I was saying, is it's streaming on both the Starlink connection and the T-Mobile connection. Simultaneously, it's doing this. Okay. And what it's doing is since it is doing it redundantly, it is sending packets to both and mirroring basically the packets to make sure that everything is going well. We don't end up with a problem. So it is sending it out redundantly. So this is what it looks like. And if we scroll down here, you can see what it has done so far. It says it is so far saved from excessive latency or packet loss 12 times. And then it has saved by connection failover 4 times. So that means in the course of this live stream, 4 times we would have went down or would have failed over from the Speedify or from Starlink over to T-Mobile, or from T-Mobile back over to Starlink. It would have happened 4 times already, but you didn't even notice it, right? There was no hiccups. You didn't see like the little spinner of death or anything like that. And the reason you didn't is because we're using this service. So hopefully that helps.
All right. Money Moves. Do you have a build DIY for Raspberry Pi owners?
For what are they looking to do? Are you looking for a Raspberry Pi set up for doing like a machine like what I put together over here, or me and my son? Or what are you trying to do with it? Raspberry Pi is an awesome system because you can do just about anything with it. You can make a security system, you can make a phone, you can make a camera out of a Raspberry Pi. You can do just about anything. It's fully programmable, right? It's like a mini computer. So it is awesome. Right now it's running, I think it's running RetroPie with, I forgot who is the, matter of fact, is that thing, oh, it is on the screensaver. You know what? Let me do a split on here. You guys can watch that screensaver. If it pops up, maybe the name of the person that actually put that together will pop up. Just keep watching that screensaver. It'll probably pop up. Anyways, but yeah, let me know what you're looking to do with it. The other problem with Raspberry Pis right now is they're very hard to get. When they used to be like $50, $60, $70 for these little mini computers, now on the black market, basically, people are selling them for like $300 or more.
What kind of Raspberry Pi are you using? Did you say that already?
Which one is it? I think it's the 3. I'll look it up. I'll let you guys
Peter
know.
wants to know.
Peter wants to know. All right. I'll see which one we got rolling in here.
Okay, so while you're doing that, John would like to know, John K. Wolf.
Yes, John.
I know I'm going to get you in trouble, but how is that bathroom doing?
God, I hate John.
Inquiring minds, including mine, want to know.
John.
You know, John,
That damn bathroom's going to be the death of me. So right now, it looks like... Do you remember a movie? And you heard
Wait, hold on. Did you find out what Raspberry Pi you're using?
I was working on it. Hold on. I'm looking.
This is why the bathroom's not done.
You see what happens? Let me finish this because now I have to answer this. So, do you remember a movie with what was that movie?
I don't know. What movie?
Do you remember Red Rum? Red Rum. It was actually murder spelled backwards. Remember that?
It was
and
The
the
Shining.
Room, The Shining. That's right. And the walls were red, and there was blood flowing. That's basically what the shower looks like.
Why?
But it doesn't say Red Rum. It should say red. I'm going to paint Red Rum.
You shall not.
I'm painting Red Rum. Anyways, because I had to paint the whole thing with a coat. Actually, not even one coat. Multiple coats of the sealer before I could actually put the tile in. But it's actually ready to go. So what that means is...
What that means
tomorrow,
is it best be done by October.
So tomorrow, the floor tile should be going into that shower tomorrow.
We'll keep you updated, John.
And when you ask me Friday and nothing's been done, and
if Joe's missing this coming week or so while I'm gone away working, you guys will know why. There is going to be some red rum in the bathroom.
Red rum. All right, which Raspberry?
All right.
I think the
What
Raspberry
Raspberry are you
Pi. Let me see which one is on here. Bear with me here. You look those up, and I'll keep looking them up.
John also wants to know, can you do a video of how you made video game console? That would be awesome because you did that. That's the bomb.
Yeah, that was. So that console that you see there is one.
Did you find out what Raspberry
yeah,
Pi
it's like it's about 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about maybe 15 pieces of wood. That's really about it, but just all carved just as you see it. And then I bought all of the buttons and all of the rest of the stuff on the inside. Let me see which one. Here we go. Which one do we have here? This is the one.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm going to the outhouse. I should get an outhouse. Then I'll have 2 bathrooms.
You could get an outhouse.
When the whole family was here a couple weekends ago, it was a fiasco. People were taking turns. It was like being at the Publix deli when you get a number. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Good times.
I'm horrible. I am horrible. I know. So it is the Raspberry. It's the Raspberry Pi 3, and I believe it is the Model B is the one that I have. The one that's 900 megahertz, the 1.2 gigahertz model. I think it is max speed. I believe that's the one that I have. I think it's got the 1 gig of memory in it. It's, at this point, you could use just about any Raspberry Pi to run RetroPie. So just find one. You could probably even use like a Raspberry Pi Zero or anything at this point. You can use most of them. But yeah, I'll have to put together. I think it'd be a cool video to put together. And matter of fact, I have some pictures of us building it, spray painting it, and doing all of the stuff that we did to get it to happen. Do you guys notice that there's something hanging on the side of it? You know what that is? Anyone let me? You know what? There's a question for you guys. First one to figure this out. What is hanging off that unit? Do you know what it is?
Right there.
Yeah, what is it? What is that unit? What is that thing hanging?
All right, next question. Let's see. Hold on. Ooh, okay. You talked about the video console.
Yep.
Okay, Talman Droneman. Vertical Space, oh, that's his title, sorry. Is there a good hotspot device for when on the road, and which provider has the best track record in around the South? Okay, so a lot of people have been telling me that AT&T has had they've had really good reception when it comes to wandering around the South. Oh wait, hold on, Magnetic Storm got it first. Gas mask. Damn, that was pretty quick. Usually people don't get that.
Yeah, it is a gas mask. An old gas mask from, I forget which world, I think it's World War II. Anyways, it's an old gas mask, and it actually still works. The filter in it is brand new. I bought like 3 extra filters. I just thought it was cool. Maybe I'm gonna wear it in the next video. I'll just have a gas mask on.
You're gonna need it if you don't finish the bathroom.
I needed it just to put all that coating on there. Oh my God, that stuff is horrible.
All right, so go back to your question. Is there a good
Yes.
hotspot for when on the road, and which provider has the best?
Honestly,
track
if you can get Starlink, that's the best. That's the best you're going to find on the road. It'll cost you $150 a month. You stick that thing, and it's you can get the one that's motion, right? So it's mobile, and
we're echoing again.
We're echoing.
I don't know what's going on today.
We shouldn't be echoing.
Well, your daughter just told me that we're echoing.
Really? Let me.
Your daughter, my daughter.
Really? Not yours.
She's mine. They're all mine.
They're all yours. Let me see here. No, that's off. There shouldn't be echoing. Really? Yeah, there should not be. Maybe it's from before. I don't know. Anyone else getting an echo? Let us
no, they're saying no. Maybe it was from before.
I think it's from before.
That's technology. It just popped up on my phone.
Yeah, it just popped up. There you go. Thank you, Apple. You're like
you're on
15 minutes late. What was I talking about? Oh, okay, so yeah, if you can get Starlink, get the Starlink, because the Starlink is just it will give you the best service. That's just it. It's $150 a month. It's not cheap, but it's unlimited. You can drive across the entire country from the mountains to anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can see the sky. You'll have coverage. Whereas if you use AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, whoever, you are stuck with only getting coverage where there is towers. If there's no towers, there is no coverage, and that is it. There's no two ways about it. Let me go over to Starlink real quick. Let me bring this up. Bear with me here. All right, let's see. Okay. Anyways, let me go into this real quick. If you go to Roam, all right, so this service right here is the $150 a month for Roam, and this allows you to bring the unit anywhere in the country, let's say, okay, but that's Roam. You don't want this if you want the coverage while you're moving. You go over to Mobility. Now this is the one that you can actually have the coverage while you're moving. Now, if you're like a truck driver, for example, and you're going from, let's say, the West Coast to the East Coast, if you have this thing, you literally never have to worry about coverage. You always have coverage. It doesn't matter where you are. And as long as you can see the sky, you're pretty much good. All right, keep going.
Okay, so, hold on.
Before I go and run on a tangent like I always do.
Yeah, Okay, so...
She gets pissed.
I don't. I'm just trying to get to everybody's questions. William wants to know, do you need a Unify Cloud Key too if you have the NVR Pro, or does the NVR have Unify OS?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I am not sure. I do not have an answer for that question.
Ta-da!
It happens.
It happens.
William says for a zombie apocalypse.
Oh yeah, that's for your gas mask.
Oh.
Why are you going over there?
No, because I'm just looking.
No, you're doing the squirrel thing.
Yeah, look. Any squirrels in the bathroom?
I mean, there might be because you're not focusing.
That was
you're
a question.
Doing it right
but
now.
You didn't ask me the question. It's right there.
What are you talking about? I'm going in order. No, that you just missed a whole bunch of stuff. Look, military vet father, do you know anything about the home T-Mobile being used for RVs? I'm trying to go in order, and you just did a squirrel. See?
I do that sometimes. I do. All right. So where do we leave
off? Do
you know if there's any home T-Mobile being used in RVs? So my understanding is the T-Mobile router is supposed to be used in one geo site, right? One location, and that is it. But I've been hearing that there are a lot of people that are taking those routers and going all over God's country with them, and they're working fine. So maybe they're not caring too much. That's all I can think of. And they're allowing it for right now. But they know where you are at any given time because they know what tower you're pulling data from. So they know. So it's kind of like whenever they feel like saying, you know what, no more, then you're not going to be able to do it. So, I mean, if you could do it for now. But just understand eventually you're not going to be able to do it anymore. And then you're going to need to look for a service like Starlink.
All right, Ricky Joe wants to know, did you check out the link to the first review for AT&T Internet that I emailed you yesterday? It shows speed test and specs, etc., about the new gateway and the router interface.
I did not, but I did find some specs. I didn't see yours yet. I wasn't in email at all today. It's been a crazy one. But I did see specs of about 100, I think it was 40 to 140 or something, somewhere on there. If you know something else, just stick it into the chat right now. But that's what I was hearing. But remember, these speeds are just like pie in the sky speeds because you just don't know. It just depends on how close you are to those towers. And that is the major problem when it comes to 5G or 4G or LTE. How close are you to the tower? Now, my T-Mobile right now, I'm using an external antenna, a MIMO antenna, and that thing is just badass. Matter of fact, if you want to check those out, go over to JCristina.com/antenna. Antennas? I think it's antenna. Yeah. JCristina.com/antenna. Those are the antennas that I use now. Though that thing is just crazy because I got 3 times the upload speed. My upload speed went from like 15 to 20 megs up to almost 60 megs up. It was like 58 megs up or something. And the down speed is now continuously over 150 to 200 meg down, whereas before it was like 70 to 80 or so. So that external antenna was made a major difference to the service, to the coverage. So I would recommend, if you do get Verizon or if you get T-Mobile, pick up one of those external antennas. You will thank me later. I promise you. Next.
So yeah, bathroom. Unbroken said the Shining documentary is wild. Lots of weird stuff. Kubrick hid lots of stuff. We need to watch that.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, we need to do that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like
Peter
that.
said, is it the same as Raspberry Pi as mine?
It's the same. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really decent, it's a good Raspberry Pi. It has a lot of I/O, a lot of input output on it. It's got audio, it's got your video, your HDMI, multiple ports. You have Ethernet port. You have a lot of good stuff on there. Multiple USB, I think 3s on there. So yeah, it's a really good computer basically for $50. Well, they used to be $50.
Unbroken said you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'm
Blame
screwed.
John.
It's true.
Dragon Eggs. What should I be expecting minimum speed with Starlink Roam? My first week at home only seeing around 10 to 20 and sometimes only 1 to 2 mega what?
Yeah, it's megabits. Yeah.
Most I
Most
have
I see
seen
is
is 70.
Yeah, so 70 using Roam is pretty good. You got to understand that you're roaming, right? So when you roam, you are being deprioritized. You're not getting the full speed because you are using everyone's bandwidth.
Also, they're located 20 miles west of Seattle.
Gotcha, Washington. So it's really going to depend on how many people are using Starlink in your node, in your cell, right, where you're located, and how many satellites are going overhead in that location and when they're overhead. That's really going to determine your speed. Now, they will throttle you because you are a roam or a mobile customer because you are not a residential or business customer. So they will throttle you if there's congestion, because each node can only handle X number of people. It's like 200, I think, simultaneous connections at 100 megabits. I think I did the math sometime. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is, the speeds that you're getting are not bad. The 1 to 2 meg up is kind of slow. I would like to see at least 5. I think 5 to 10 is where you should be for roam, even for mobility, right around there, with a download speed of about anywhere from 50 to 100, 110, I think I've seen people get. It really, once again, depends on your service area and how many people are there. So what else we got here?
Unbroken said, what's up with the Nikon and the chip situation? They were doing so well.
Yeah, so nice. Nikon is one of those things with the, they
Is it Nikon or Nikon?
Nikon is very. It's like overseas. You hear a lot of Nikon. Here in the U.S., you hear Nikon. I mean, if you look at it, it should be Nikon, I believe. But either which way, however you want to call it, potato. The bottom line is they. I hope they haven't screwed themselves, but I mean, Nikon has always been amazing when it comes to professional gear, right? The very best DSLR that I've ever seen in my life was a D850. It was fantastic DSLR. And I'm a Canon shooter, but when the D750 came out, there were so many recalls, like recall after recall after recall. And I remember at that time, I said, if they don't fix this, okay, they're going to recall themselves out of business. Then they came out with the D850 and it blew up. It was awesome. No problems, no recalls. Well, now we're seeing with their new Z8, I believe, we're seeing recall and now another recall. We got a recall that came in just a couple of days ago that I reported on, where the eyelets that you clip on your strap to will fall out and then your camera will fall and hit the ground. I mean, that's a serious problem. That's not a little bit of problem. They're even telling the retailers to pull on the straps before you sell it. It's like, don't be stupid. That's just a stupid comment. What is that? Pull on the freaking straps. It's in a box. They're going to build it.
Stupid.
Don't be stupid. That's just stupid. But anyways, the problem with Nikon is what they did is they went from a Japanese company manufacturing in Japan to moving manufacturing out of the country. That's how they screwed themselves. And it's very hard to do QC, to do quality control when you're not seeing what the hell is going on. There's only one company that I know that can do it and do it well, and that's Apple. And all their shit is made in China, and it's still, they do a pretty good job of QC.
My message was 15 minutes delayed.
It's a piece of crap, too.
It's a piece of shit.
Don't listen to me. Apple is shit.
They all have their moments. Don't get me started. All right. So,
Did I get off on a tangent?
Yeah. Jay said he's doing a good job if no squirrels in the bathroom. And Unbroken said I have the special music in my head mirror in the bathroom.
Yes.
Ihaz Hoffman. I switched my internet from 4G to Starlink today. Only have it on the backyard run, waiting on wall mount and internet adapter. Is that going to make a big difference?
Okay, so you're waiting on the internet adapter. I'm going to guess is your dongle, your Ethernet connector, right? Your adapter is what I'm thinking. That will increase your speed because you are going to be basically land-bound then. You're not worrying about Wi-Fi and your Wi-Fi signal and if there's any, disruption in Wi-Fi, right? I always like to say that if you want full speed with anything, you want to go with an Ethernet cable. Make sure it's like a Cat 7, Cat 8, something that's good, high quality Cat cable, and then you're going to get maximum throughput. So, are you going to get faster speeds? Probably not. Because most likely your wireless that you're using, like for example your phone, is going to be able to go faster than what Starlink can go. So you might be a little bit more reliable, less like little outages, short outages due to Wi-Fi type of, cross-talking. SNR, your signal to noise sometimes gets kind of whack if you have a lot of different devices all trying to talk in a small space. So, but once you get that, you should be golden. Stick it into a switch, and then I would say a managed switch so that you can do QoS, which is quality of service, and that's the way I do it, and then feed the rest of your house or your business with it. You should be golden. So.
All right, military vet and father. I believe T-Mobile opened up their policy for roaming. Just wanted to know about reliability speeds.
Oh wow! So they opened it up. That's great. That's great. T-Mobile and Verizon are going to be equal pretty much. What I would do is go to a site called. Let me see here. Let me pull this up for you guys. Let me see if this. You want that car? Mm-hmm. What is that?
It's a Hummer.
It is a Hummer, isn't it? Let me see. Will this work? Let me see. Desk. All right, here we go. That should be it. You got that? Yes. So go to this site. It's called, I think it's Cell Tower. I think it's like celltowers.net. Let me see. That could be wrong. Let me just check here. No, that's not it. It's let's see. It's Cell. Let me see what it is. Bear with me here. Let me go to Google and see what it comes up with. Cell tower. I think it could be Cell Tower Map or Cell Tower Maps. I believe it's a .net. Yep, this is it right here. So cellmapper.net. There you go. If you want to type that in, that'd be awesome.
What is this for again?
Cellmapper.net. So this right here. So right now, as you can see, I'm here in South Florida. Okay. So we can go to any location. Let's say if I was going to travel, for example, I'm going to come up into Orlando area, like up here, let's say. And I want to come in down here. Oh, you know what? We're going to go to Avon Park. How about this? We're going to go to Avon Park. Here's the Air Force Range here. Now, we're going to come into this area. There it is. So here is the Tiger Creek Preserve, and we're going to do some camping, right? Well, what we can do is we can come in here and then see where all of the towers are located and how far away they are, okay? And then we can also see what band they are and who owns them. So right here, we can see it's band 41, which is, I believe, LTE, and then this tower right next to it has band 2, band 12, 66, 71, so this is a 5G tower. So if you were close to this area, you would be able to point your antenna in this direction, and you're going to get either LTE or 5G. So this is a really good site to go and see what towers are around you or around the location that you're traveling to. Because that's kind of what I think you're asking, is if you're traveling, going from place to place, you want to know where the towers are and in what direction they are. So definitely go and check that out. Once again, it's cellmapper.net. Cellmapper.net. Awesome site. I use that, matter of fact, for setting up my external MIMO antennas. And the reason being is I need to know where the cell tower was in accordance to where my location is. And I found out that is at about 300 degrees is where it was, 305 degrees. So I was able to take my antenna and point it. Basically, it would be northwest, I guess, in that direction. And we hooked up immediately. I didn't have to guess and sit there and do this kind of thing to try figuring out where the connection would be. I got it exact using this cellmapper.net. Anyways, hopefully that's helpful.
All right, John VVK, what's the best router for Starlink?
So take a look at my Starlink playlist. I reviewed about a half a dozen routers, and each one of them has positives and negatives to them. Right now, if you want something really expensive that is just awesome, take a look at the Peplink 20X, a Balance 20X. If you're looking for something that is really reasonably priced, the UTT, matter of fact, if you look in the description of this live, look in the description, go down to where you see UTT, there's a link there. Click on it and you will see the exact router that I use. And you'll also see other routers that I have tested, so you can take a look at any of those. Once again, go into the description of this video. But UTT is pretty good for the price.
Okay.
What do you got?
What happens, magnetic storm, what happens to every Falcon 9 second stage engine? Do they bring them back or do they leave them burn up?
Are you talking about the primary, the bottom piece, let's say, the first stage, the bottom stage where all of the engines are, they're getting them up there?
Jay
all of those?
answered and said burn up.
Oh, okay. So it's a secondary? Is probably the secondary piece?
But he answered burn
Okay,
up,
gotcha.
so.
Yes. So the bottom piece, let's call it, right? Those are actually landing on the back of drone ships. And those drone ships will ferry that lower piece, let's say, back to the mainland. They will revamp them and literally launch it back up within, I think it was like 34 days, 37 days. It's like so quick. And that's why I've said that there's no one else out there that can do what Elon Musk is doing right now. They just simply can't. There is absolutely no way to be able to turn these things around like that. Matter of fact, let's do this, guys. Let me switch this back over here. Let me go to, we did the cell mapper. Let's go to Twitter. One day we're gonna have to just type in X, right? Let's go to SpaceX real quick. And if we come down here, so this is the launch of the last 22 the last 22 satellites that went up. Now look at this right here. See this? I'm gonna replay this. This right here. So we will see. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let me hit play. Now you'll see this now. It's only 16 seconds long, but you will see this land on the back of this drone ship. Here on this right-hand side is the drone ship. Look at that. It literally lands perfectly. The bottom half of the rocket just lands absolutely perfectly on the back of this of this drone ship.
That's so crazy.
So there's no one there, right? And it's like a perfect landing. But now remember, this is a drone ship there's no one on it that's piloting, number one. Number two, the ocean is doing this number, right? It's doing this. And the thing, literally, when you look at it, you can see it lands without even a hiccup. Look at that. Absolutely, like if it landed like on, it could have landed on eggshells. I mean, that's how soft it landed. That is freaking amazing to me. That is just baffling, in my personal opinion, how that's even possible. How is that possible, you know? So, anyways, that's, you know, looking at it, you know, I saw that earlier today. I wanted to share it with you guys because I just think whenever I see that happen, I just think that it's amazing that he's so far advanced. Like, who is doing that? No one is doing it. That's why there's, you know, and that's why I was making fun of, you know, our Amazon friend over there, Bezos, that he's going to have to pick up the phone and call Elon and say, listen, I need a ride share. I need a friggin' Uber. I need to get 2 of these prototypes into orbit. He keeps on talking all this talk about his, you know, his Kuiper, his project Kuiper, and how he's going to be offering internet to the world, basically, with his 3,236 satellites. Well, it's a frickin' pipe dream. He doesn't have a single, and when I tell people this, they're like, what are you talking about? He has to have some. He doesn't have nothing. So he doesn't have a single one, none. He owns Blue Horizon. I mean, Blue Origin. I mean, he actually owns the space company. He actually has contracts with ULA. He's got contracts with Ariane Space. He's got contracts with all these companies. But guess what? None of them have been able to put a satellite into orbit, and they won't into 2024. And the FCC has a deadline on his license that says that he has to put half of that 3,236 into orbit before July, I believe it is, of 2026. So if he can't get anything rolling until 2024, he basically has 2 years, 24 months to get like 1,600 satellites into orbit. It ain't happening, guys. It's a pipe dream. It's not happening. He's putting billions of dollars, and now Bezos is building a building right next to Elon Musk's building right next to SpaceX over there, right up in the Space Coast.
Why is he hating?
He's like literally hating. I mean, he's literally building a building right next to...
Everybody wants to be like mine.
Remember that?
Yes.
I mean, that's just crazy, right? So now Jeff Bezos has got a building right next to SpaceX's building. And that's all they're doing is they're building satellites, but they have no way to get them into outer space.
The egghead.
Anyways, I'm venting because when I read these articles, and a lot of these spinners will spin it positively, and it's like, I can't spin that shit positively because it's not going to happen. And if it does happen, the only way it will is he's going to need a ride share from Elon, make the call, mea culpa, and say, listen, you know, you're cool and all, just please, you know, take me to orbit, because none of my people can do it. I like it. Sing it.
Okay.
All right.
Ricky Joe said.
Hey, hold on. Dragon Eggs, thank you so much for the premium
missed
sub.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. All of those,
For the win.
all those premium subs, all of the, all of the well wishes,
We love it.
it's really, really nice. We really appreciate the super chats and all the rest of the stuff. Thank you.
We
thank
love
you,
that
thank
you guys come on here
on a Friday to hang
on a
out
Friday
with us.
night to hang out with us.
Exactly. Who else we got there?
Wait, sometimes, Peter, I don't know about you.
What did that mean?
Okay, hold on. Ricky Joe said a little while ago in the review, the YouTuber was in Las Vegas. He got 55. What is this right here?
Megabits probably.
Yeah, latency.
Oh
and
no,
three-
milliseconds.
okay.
55 milliseconds.
And 375.
Yeah,
megabit-
megabits down.
Download
and
speed and
89 megabits up.
And he said it had Wi-Fi 6, and then he also said, I seen a video. Apparently, AT&T opened up C-band as well, and they showed download speeds on a 5G cell phone. Got download speed over 1 gigabytes.
Okay,
Just
so
using their mobile data.
all right, so yes and no. You can get any one of the service providers, T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T. You can stick them literally, right next to a cell tower that's 5G and be able to get maximum speeds as long as there's no congestion. And that's what a lot of times they do with this stuff. The problem is that's not how the world works. The world works whereas you're out there trying to get signal with another 500-600 other people that are trying to get signal in the same cell or the same node as you are, and now all of a sudden you're, extremely limited when it comes to speed. So yes, theoretically, true 5G, not this fake 5G that we see here in the US. If you see real 5G that they get, for example, overseas, like in Europe, their 5G is like the shit, all right? The shit. I mean, that is real 5G. The stuff that we get here, it's like 5G extended, 5G-esque, they call it 5G, but they shouldn't even call it 5G because it really isn't. Some of these 5G that we see, they're like 70 meg down, 150 meg down. True 5G, you can get like 400, 500, 600 megs down. Gigabit, like they're showing on Good Day. So
Jay said that could eat your data plan.
But hopefully you don't have a data plan. That's the whole idea with this stuff. Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, when you do their home system, there is no data plan. It's unlimited, truly unlimited, and you're not being throttled. So,
Okay.
I don't know. But those numbers are amazing, and shit, I'll take them all day long. That would be amazing. That would be awesome.
Let's go to Jay again. Last couple of weeks, latency has been 50 seconds most of the time up in Manitoba, Canada.
50.
It says S.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. Martin Maynard, at you and at John VBK. Question about best router. I've been looking at TP-Link AXE16000 and TP-Link AX6000.
Yeah, so I mean, when you look at those two routers, TP-Link does a pretty good job with their routers. That they're AX routers, so you know that they're the latest and greatest routers. Take a look at what they do and see what works best for you, because they'll both be great. They'll both do a great job for you. It has to do with speeds and how many people you want to connect to, how many VPNs do you there's a lot of things. QoS, your quality of service, how many things can you limit? What can you do with it? Some people need more services than others. Some people just need a fast router, a gaming router, and that's it. So, take a look at the specs on what it can do and make sure that it's in line with what you're trying to do.
Okay, John K. Wolf. In Austin, Texas last week, people didn't know what was going on over them in the sky with Starlink satellites. They just launched them. It's the UFO situation again.
Oh my God. Yeah. Every time they launch another batch of Starlink satellites, they go into their parade, right, before they break off and go into their orbital positions. People don't know, but most of the Starlink satellites, once they get into,
I'm just saying hi. Some people are coming in late.
Oh, sweet.
Hey.
When they go into orbit, they're at about 200, let's say, kilometers, 220, 230. They slowly, over the course of days, sometimes weeks, they move from that, let's say 200 and some kilometers up to 520 to 550 kilometers. That is their operational orbit. As of right now. Now, we have heard recently from the Chinese, so take it with a grain of salt. We've heard from the Chinese that SpaceX is looking to get these version 2 satellites down from 550, 520 kilometers down into the 340 range. That is going to be a big deal, a massive deal. If we can believe the Chinese on this, right? That is going to be so big because, remember, as those satellites get closer, okay, your signal becomes smaller, so you need more satellites. Okay, because you're not being able to hit as many people because it's a let's say a tighter cone, right? That's number one. Number two, the satellites are going faster. So instead of at 17,000 miles per hour, right, they might be moving at 20,000 miles per hour. So they're going to be whipping around because they're closer, right? But the benefit is, since they are closer, they're going to get lower latency. You get less milliseconds, like people are getting 50 milliseconds, 55 milliseconds. I'm getting about 35 milliseconds. We should be able to see 20 milliseconds, maybe 15 milliseconds once they get that low. And we'll also be able to get faster speeds. Obviously, we're closer at that point. And now these new dish, I think the updates are improving also their connection or their duty cycle. They're going from 7.5% to 14.5% duty cycle, meaning that the bond between the SpaceX Starlink dish and the satellite is staying connected. They're staying, that handshake is longer, twice as long. So that doesn't mean twice as fast, but you're going to get a lot less of dropout. Hopefully that helps.
Okay,
Long-winded,
Dragon
I know.
Eggs.
Sorry.
Dragon Eggs follow up. Why not a plan for residential priority plus roaming? I want to work from home and RV with lots of video conferencing, or should I try Speedify in tandem with Starlink?
Yeah, so if you're going to be doing a lot of roaming and you're going to be doing conference calls and all that kind of stuff, it's basically the same thing as what we're doing here with these live. You know, you could be doing a Google Meets, you could be doing whatever, right? So it's the same thing as what we're doing here. So I would say use Speedify and get the two different services, T-Mobile, Starlink, combine them together, packet base, right? Combine them together, and then you will know that when you're doing these meetings, you're not going to all of a sudden turn into a Minecraft character and then your voice starts turning all digitized, right? Like a robot or something, because you lost signal for a split second. Because people don't understand, when you're dealing with a satellite, you are losing signal for tenths of a second, sometimes 1 second, sometimes 2 seconds. Well, all of those losses forces it to kind of re-handshake, and whenever you're losing those, those packets, you're going to buffer or spool, and you don't want to do that if you're, conducting business. So
Adrian and Ruth said that they live in their RV. You know how they live in
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time, and their T-Mobile is great everywhere they go,
look at that.
anywhere they go.
See that? So that's firsthand knowledge right there. So T-Mobile, as of right now, like I was saying, Verizon, T-Mobile, or any of them, they must not be doing the geo-locking of them. So you can take it wherever you want. Give it a shot. Throw T-Mobile into your RV, just like they're doing, and you should be golden. Once again, with the caveat that you need to go where there are any kind of tower that is a T-Mobile tower. Bear in mind also, if you find a tower that is a Sprint tower, since they kind of merged, bought it out, my tower that's near me is actually a Sprint tower that has been converted to T-Mobile, and that it's now being converted to a 5G T-Mobile tower as we speak. And before the holidays, it should be 5G.
And
that
it'll get
would be
converted
amazing.
to a peppermint stick, and then we won't have
Exactly, right around. I think so. That would be good,
Yes.
right?
Kevin would like to know, why does the iPhone camera suck?
That's a really good question.
I mean, there's
Kevin.
a lot of lenses on the back, Kevin. That's a great question.
So
How many does yours have?
I have 2.
How many? It's like,
Yeah, you have
if you
2.
have like 5 million lenses on your iPhone,
Eventually,
is
what
it
they'll do
worth-
is they'll just put like lenses, like you'll have like 16 lenses, right? Like look, the problem that the problem with Apple is they have used the same 12 meg camera for freaking a decade, and they've never changed it until this year. And now
And
it's
it's
like,
horrible because you can't even do like a macro close-up like you used to
No.
be able to. It focuses somewhere else.
it doesn't know where it's focusing. So now the new one is, I think it's 42 megapixels. I don't know, 40 plus megapixels. The bottom line is, it doesn't matter how many megapixels are on these cameras. If you have, here, let's do this. If you have a sensor, right? This is your image sensor, and it's this big. Okay, that would be like, let's say a regular 35 millimeter camera. The sensor, the image sensor on your camera phone or on your iPhone would be this big. So this would be a regular camera, sensor, and then this is the sensor on your iPhone. It's probably even smaller. Let's make it smaller. It's this big, all right? So that's what you got. So it's regular camera is this, and this is your iPhone. So
It's iPhone 101 class.
So what that means is, if you go and say, all right, we're going to put 12 megapixels on this, the pixels are going to be pretty freaking big, right? But then you put 12 megapixels. Wait, I can barely pick the freaking thing up here. You put 12 megapixels on there. And the damn pixels are so freaking small.
Peter said, who wants a damn half-eaten Apple product? I want a whole one.
But honestly, Google shit is the same way. You're basically now making those pixels so friggin' small. That's why that, and people understand this. That's why that.
Jay said Apple came a long way from iPhone 4.
Yeah, I guess.
I actually
I don't
preferred
know.
the original iPhone camera.
You know what? Actually, the original iPhone cameras, even though they were like what, 10 megapixels, 12 megapixels, whatever.
They like did
they
their
would
job.
They would take a picture, but they wouldn't distort.
Right.
With these, like, you take a picture, right, and then you're like,
Oh,
holy
yeah, so
shit, why is my head so freaking long? My
I
head is
already
like-
have
like
a very
this.
long head, so if I take a picture on the side, like the edges of the iPhone, it legit goes like this. I
Yeah.
look like the guy from the movie in Goonies. Hey, you guys! I swear. I need more of these. Like when they take pictures of me.
These are sensors, guys.
Yeah,
this
I
is
need
a sensor.
like one here.
So
I need
anyway,
'em
like
everywhere.
I'm saying, so that's the sensor. This is the sensor on your camera phone, and that's why the shit sucks. Okay, because the sensor is this
censor
big.
yourself.
It's so small, and now they're saying, oh, we have 42 megapixels or whatever. The sensor is still this big. So now they have, let's say 4 times as many pixels. So what does that
That's because
mean?
they're going to charge you 4 times more.
That means that the pixels are 4 times freaking smaller.
Yeah.
It sucks. It doesn't matter. I tell people all the time, if you want to take
So,
pictures...
Kevin, I hope that we answered your question.
So there you go,
with
Kevin.
Sticky class.
with sticky note.
iPhone 101. Oh my God.
All right.
Okay. So we got
Sorry. Off on a
sidetracked.
tangent again.
It was Kevin's fault. John said, I just heard SpaceX found out they are going to have delay the new spaceship because you're getting trouble using the water system. People are mad. Are
You
they
know-
mad?
They're probably pissed off. Yeah. So I heard that too. I heard 2 stories. I heard that the water system. So if you don't know, going backwards, the last time they tried launching the Starship, right, they blew the crap out of the pad because there's so much power on those 36 whatever rockets. It literally disintegrated the concrete. So what they decided to do was put the concrete back, but now encapsulate it in like stainless steel and then run water through it, right? A deluge type of system where they take, now people ask me too, are they using salt or are they using fresh water? You have to use fresh water. If you use salt water, then you're going to end up with chemicals that you don't want, explosive chemicals. I'm not going to get into it. Chlorine, all kinds. Anyways, so it's fresh water. But what is going on is it's running the water through, right, and cooling down the stainless so it doesn't blow the whole thing to pieces, right? It's basically the equivalent to a water-cooled PC, right? You have your heat sink. Let's take these again. You have your processor, and then you have your heat sink that you stick on top of it, and then you run water through it, which cools that heat sink. Well, that's the same thing that Elon's doing with their new deal. But I've heard that it worked in tests, and then I've heard also, like you said, that they were having problems with it too. So what is the answer? I don't know. I'll probably do a video on it when I get more information on it. But
Adrian
it
said,
needs to work, because if it doesn't work, we're not going to see, the Starship go up like I predicted, most likely by the end of August. Maybe I would say probably August, the end of August time.
Adrian
But
said the water
maybe by
system-
the end of this month. But I'm going to get, let me just speculate here. It will probably go into September now, because they're having these issues. If they weren't having the issues, I would say by the end of August, but it's probably not going to happen now.
Adrian said, Adrian and Ruth, the water system still needs one more tank so that they have enough water for full burn.
There you go. Gotcha, yeah. And they have to remember, they got to bring in potable water, because you can't use seawater. They can't use the ocean water. So that's a lot of damn water. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of gallons of water that they just blow through this whole thing during just seconds that it's sitting on the pad while it's launching, right? So it's probably, they need, I would say, like maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds of water, maybe that's going at who knows how many hundreds of thousands of gallons per second. You're talking about a ton of water, a ton. But we'll see. They need to do it, because if not, it's not gonna, they're just gonna melt the damn thing again.
Jay Goodmunder he commented Canada still does data plans, and Ricky said, question, is it possible in the future that maybe all the cell companies can share the towers in order to maximize coverage area for everyone?
I don't think that they're going to do it, because a lot of these companies have spent a lot of money on these towers. They don't want to share. The only time they share is when they are getting paid to share, right? So like Mint Mobile, Boost, and all the rest of these companies, right? They are just simply like they're like companies that buy excess tower space, let's call it, excess data that's not being used. They buy that, and then they give it to their clients. The problem is if a tower is completely packed and there's no more data available, well, guess what? Your Mint Mobile or your Boost or your whoever is going to get no data. Okay, that's just how it works. So I don't think they're going to be sharing unless they're getting paid, because, like, for example, right now T-Mobile doing this 5G build out is costing them billions. This is Deutsche Telekom. They are a massive telco in Germany, right? Actually all over the world. So I just don't see sharing. They don't share well. They're like billionaires. They don't share well. You see Elon Musk and now who do we have? We got Zuckerberg. They want to do some kind of cage match. Guys, what is that? Elon.
I'll put my money on Elon. I did hear though that Zuckerberg does do some martial arts types of training.
Yeah. He's like MMA or whatever. He's a lot, but it's just a stupid the whole thing.
It's
is just
money.
stupid.
It's just a money thing. Well,
talking.
they said that the money would go to their charity or something. So whatever. I think it's great entertainment.
It will never happen.
Would watch it.
I love talking about it. I will say it'll never happen.
I mean, I'm there for it. I
think it'd be great. Yeah, let them beat each other's ass.
Let me get some
if
popcorn.
you are a billionaire and you need someone to go and smash your face, I'll do it for you. All right, I will beat your ass. All right, this is what I do. I will beat your ass. You have to give me a couple of bucks, but I will do it. I won't even. Even for free.
I'll be there.
I might do it for free.
Shirts.
Zuckerberg, probably for free. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So God. I don't know. Where are we going with this?
You're the one who
started
it.
The hell is going on?
That's what. See, this is what
you're
you do.
Here. You're supposed to keep me on track.
I am. Look, we're getting to the end of the rainbow.
You haven't kicked me or anything.
No, we're doing good.
Okay.
We're okay.
All right.
I mean, Adrian and Ruth said, I spoke to T-Mobile rep at a rally. T-Mobile lets people roam because I didn't want to leave money on the table for the RV community.
They're smart.
Yeah.
I mean, they're smart. I mean, the RV community is massive. It is massive. And there's been a lot of companies that tried to take advantage of the RV community, and some of you guys know who they are. And we're selling them like cards and all kinds of just crap. Anyways, companies that are really smart are taking advantage of the RV community, because the RV community has expanded probably tenfold after COVID.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It's
a thing now.
It's a thing, right? A lot of people now.
I want to make it into a thing, but
yeah, I mean, a lot of people now mobile work, right? So a lot of people now are designers, creators, whatever, and they can do their job inside of an RV. They don't, as long as they have that SpaceX Starlink on the roof and they have connection, even if they have, let's say, 50 megs down and like 10 megs up, that's enough to be able to do work. I mean, you could literally work right from your RV. I mean, that's just amazing. There's programmers, all kinds of people. What are you laughing about?
Because Peter, he just types in stuff like,
Peter?
I just need to sit on you, then I'm going to win. LOL.
Are you talking about Elon?
Yeah.
I can see Elon doing that. Elon will have like, I would like for them, you know what? I would like for them to have a chess match. It'd be like, yeah.
That is so boring. Who would come to that?
I think they should have a chess
Oh my
match.
God,
They should
Dad.
sit there and have a chess match
will
in the
drool.
middle
would
of
drool.
a caged ring. They should do chess.
Oh my God, I can't.
Then after the chess match, then they can beat each other's ass.
That's so dumb.
I want to see their smarts. I want to see how smart
You
these people
already
really
seen
are.
their smarts. They have Facebook, and the other one has like he's gonna take over.
I personally think Mark is a dumbass. That's just my opinion. I also think that Elon Musk is like a genius, like almost like a savant. I mean, he is like literally, really, like smarter than what people think he is. He doesn't even articulate how smart he really is, in my personal opinion. Whereas Mark, I think he's just kind of like, he just fumbles around. He just got lucky kind of thing. There's people like that just simply get lucky.
Mark Zuck.
Mark Zuck?
Yeah, that was William. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Feng
Just
Wei.
tell me when I'm wrong. I don't know.
What part of NA is SpaceX concentrating on the most to put satellites at? What areas of
NA? Where? What?
NASA, I guess? What part of NA is SpaceX concentrating on the most to put satellites at? What areas of NA do you think need SATs? More SATs. Thanks.
NA. Tell me what you mean. What is NA? NA. My mind is off. So, let me know down in the chat. What are you meaning by NA?
Oh, North America.
Oh, we're talking about North America?
Yes.
Okay, so the way it works, like people think that there's satellites that are like hovering over their house and stuff, or like only over Florida or whatever. The satellites, they move in a pattern that goes like this. So as they're going around, they're moving continuously around the Earth. So they're not staying in one. Matter of fact, since you guys are still here hanging out and listening to my nonsense,
since we're talking
not her
about
nonsense, my nonsense.
Oh my God, I have to join in your nonsense.
She's smart, I'm stupid.
You just start on random stuff and you go somewhere. Like, yes, the squirrels would be in that cage match, okay? Along with a chess. Like, what? And also, no, I'm taking over. Okay. And also, Talman said that vertical space archaeology, oh, that's his thing. I keep saying that.
Oh, okay.
Elon talks about he's got it set up in Rome, so that would be a thing.
Yeah, I heard that too. I think that whole Rome thing, I think he was kind of saying that it was going to be as mega kind of thing as like a Roman battle, right? Something like that, like in a Colosseum or something, right? I think this is what he was saying, but I don't think that he was actually. Because then I heard that, oh yeah, the minister of so and so in Italy said, we don't know anything about anything going on here. I don't know what he's talking about. It was probably a metaphor. He was referring to it as being something big. That's the way I took it. But everyone took it literally, so I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts and everyone else is right. I don't know. Anyways,
sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Guys, check this out, okay? So, do you see this right here? You guys want to know about these satellites, all right? Okay, so this is North America, right? We're over here in Florida. I'm in this green dot over here. This is where I am. So this is North America. Now, don't stick my ass. Now look, so each one of these are satellites, and you notice they are going, you see these lines? So they go over the lines, and they're going at 17,000 miles per hour, okay? And they're going like this around, but they don't stay in one spot. So there's not one satellite. Like, look at this satellite right here. Do you see these two green satellites? They're going on this blue trajectory here. They're not staying over Florida, right? In just a few minutes, stop laughing. In a few minutes, they're going to be by Georgia over here, right? Make believe it's frickin' Santa Claus. Santa Claus is on his frickin' sled, okay? He's right here. And as you can see, green means version 1.5. This is a version 1.5 satellite. Those are the ones that have laser communications. They can actually communicate between each other. These two satellites, this one and that one. Now, it will keep on going. So, now do you see this yellow one over here? This yellow one is not currently in operation. Yellow is not operating, okay? But now look at this green one. This is coming by at this angle. And then there's a blue one right here. Now, do you see the blue ones? The blue dots, all right, are version 1.0s. Those are the old crappy ones. Now, I'm right here, so chances are I'm using this crappy one right now because this yellow one is not currently working. So we're not using that one as of right now. So now this one's flying by. We got to wait for another one to come by. And that's how it works. That's why sometimes
Santa has lasers.
Santa has friggin' lasers, and this is how this shit works. So like you see this blue
Green
one,
means go. I love
Right?
it. You guys are lit tonight.
you guys,
yes.
you guys are getting it, right? So now this blue one is coming towards me. Look at this; it's coming towards me.
Talk
So
about
now-
where the holes are.
All right, so hold on, wait. There's more to this. These orange dots, you see this Punta Gorda here, then down here you have Fort Lauderdale.
It's like a Skittles.
And then over here, there's another orange dot. It's Del Leon. Okay, now these three orange dots are the ground stations. Those are where our signal is going on the ground. But now, look, check this out. Stop laughing, damn it.
Because they're doing it.
I don't want to hear nothing. Let me finish
Whole
this.
new meaning to not hear nice.
This so this is, we're geeking this shit out, right? So I'm right here on this green one. All right, let me zoom in.
See,
gonna
I'm the
zoom
fun
in.
person.
So hold the hell on. Hold on. Let me go. I know it sucks, but people want to know this. Maybe you don't, but you're going to listen anyways. So this is us, right? When I put in a request, it goes up to this satellite right here. It's coming by, and then it bounces it down right here. Do you see the connection was just made to this ground station? So my information is going to this satellite, to the ground station, and then to my POP, or point of presence. My point of presence is over here in Atlanta, Georgia. Don't ask me why it's not here in Miami. It's because SpaceX, Starlink are idiots. So,
Well, Adrian said almost none over Georgia near Atlanta.
right, so I can back up. Anyway, so it goes over here, and then it comes back down to Punta Gorda, and then it goes to the nearest satellite, which would be now this one. Instead of this one, we're going to pick up on this one. Watch, this thing is going to make a connection. Instead of this yellow line being here, you'll see it will connect to this green one as it flies overhead. Because this one is going further and further away, I'm not going to be able to use it for too much longer. I will end up using this one. So the connection will be made. Let me go ahead and back out and go into Georgia. So let's see.
It says outage 4 minutes 33 seconds.
Yeah, so there's obviously they
dare
have
they.
a problem. So anyway, so here we go. We're in Georgia. So in Georgia, we have a version 1.0 coming overhead, right? We have a couple that are not commissioned, that are not working correct right now. And then we have one overseas here. This one's overseas. And yes, we have this one, which is yellow. I do not believe that is working right now because it is yellow. I believe the green ones are currently working. Yep. It says status. You see it says status out of slot. That means that they're moving that satellite into the proper orbital trajectory, and it's not there yet. So all these yellow ones
They
are not
said
working.
UFOs, green things overhead.
Anyways, if you guys want to geek out, go to starlink.sx. You can type it in there.
I'm typing it in,
Look,
you guys.
look, it's right here.
Starlink.sx.
Starlink.sx. Yes, perfect.
Look at that. Look at me go.
Starlink.sx. You can check that out. You can be a complete dork like me and go and look at that. But then you can actually see where the satellites are, where they're moving. Now, they're not going to be exact, all right? It's for fun, supposedly, but it's pretty damn close. It's pretty accurate. But anyways.
Carl said current V2 mini deployments are in polar orbit.
Yeah. Yeah, so the V2 minis, there's 60 or 90, I think, up there so far. And it's my understanding none of them are in commission. None of them are in operation as of right now. If I'm wrong, anyone knows different, let me know. I don't think so. I hope that they do come in. Now you see, oh, wait, look on the screen. It said Pi Performance or something, Pi something, Virtual Man. That's who that's by. The Retro Pi. There you go. What does it say? Virtual Man, I think. Anyways, that's the guy. So yeah, I don't know about the version 2 minis as of yet. I don't think that they're in operation. All right, next.
Okay.
I went on and on about that, but
yeah,
sometimes people want to know this kind
right
of stupid
now,
crap.
We're just commenting, having fun.
All right,
Talman said he specifically said, meaning Elon, he had it set up with them. Now, whether he was serious or not, who knows?
Oh, yeah.
William said, "Oh no, don't talk about your pop." Jay put a squirrel emoji. And Carl said current, oh, we just talked about that. And then Ricky said maybe all this competition is why it's been so hot lately. People thinking hard, their brain is overheating. LOL, because it hit 100 today. Actually, it was 110 in Sarasota today. Like, that is crazy.
It's nuts. It's absolutely
and
nuts.
I know Texas is burning up too. So yeah, it's, you know.
I don't know.
Been
I don't
time.
know. It's pretty. It's been hot for way too long. My car actually overheated. I was sitting there. I had my son in the car, and I let him wait for me in the parking lot for like 20 minutes. I just let the car run, and I got into the car, and it was literally like max. And it's like we can't go anywhere. I ended up having to shut the car off and let it cool down. But nothing was like spewing out or anything. The Freon was topped out. It was just so damn hot. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, summer gear for Santa. Ooh, Lord, he's wearing shorts.
Shorty shorts.
I think
Flying Pretzel with that super chat. Thank you so much.
Did you? Flying Pretzel has a question.
What is the question? How is the bathroom coming along? Do not ask questions like that.
You can only give money, but you can't ask questions.
Do not ask questions. I said
for that.
red rum, right? Red rum. So if for some reason that red rum doesn't turn into murder, that would be good. I guess good. But as of right now, it is not done. But all of the red paint is on the wall, which is the sealer, and the floor tile should be going in tomorrow.
The floor, you mean the wall?
No, the
shower.
Floor. The shower floor tile should be going in tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We'll see you guys. To be
Hopefully.
Continued on that.
Yeah, we'll let you know. I just wanted to see
Peter, you can't see the URL here in the chat. Which one? The Starlink SX I just put up?
Oh, it doesn't.
I put.
No, maybe it's not there.
No, it is. I put it. It's right here. Look, but it didn't come up
All
as
right.
a.
Oh, maybe you have to type it in probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all right. So it's Starlink.sx. Sally X-ray. Starlink.sx. That's it.
Ricky said, I think some of these people are overloading their RAM, need more RAM sticks.
Which people?
I don't know.
Where we got that?
Right here. Jay said it's 65 high today in Manitoba, Canada.
Oh my God.
Oh, Adrian wants to know, how does the hurricane outlook for you guys this year because of the high temps?
I think we're screwed.
I mean, so I think we are. Some people are in denial, but usually, like, when it gets like this, we usually get hit in September, like, into October, usually towards the end, like, you know, because it's so, so hot. It's crazy hot and humid, and the rain, the lightning, rain, and thunder we've gotten this season is insane. Like, it sounded like someone dropped a bomb.
Yeah, the lightning has been so severe. Today, I went and took out the garbage, and it was sunny out, blazing hot, and I can see there's a storm coming, and it's getting dark, but the sun is still out. And I'm like, I better run. I literally run into the garage, and as soon as I get into the garage, hail. It's sun, and it's like 100 plus degrees. Hail is hitting the ground. I'm like, oh, what the frick is going on with this? And then all of a sudden, the hail stopped, and it was sunny again. And that was it. It is freaking bizarre. You can be outside and literally get hit by lightning when it's sunny out. That's how crazy this weather is. I don't even know. I haven't seen it like this in many years. So I definitely think that we're going to see a lot of severe weather this year.
Which means extra money, extra buying stuff. Oh, that's
stuff,
the part I hate.
Power outages.
I mean, it's good that we can prepare, but it's just so expensive, and everything is so expensive. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Ricky said he can't wait till it gets into the 50s and 60s. Yeah.
God, that would be awesome.
Dragon Eggs. Will it ever be worth upgrading from V2 to V3 Starlink router?
So, if you have a version 2, you can't upgrade to a version 3 because a version 3 router is only for upgrades from version 1. That's it. The reason being is it uses PoE or power over Ethernet. It doesn't, whereas the version 2s have built-in power that goes to Dishy or My Mr. Bevel, as I call them, built into the unit itself. So no, the version 2 users like myself and probably you, we will probably see a version 4 that comes out that will be for us. So yeah, version 3s are not for us. They're simply upgrades for version 1 people.
William said V1.3 not available in Canada yet, and Dragon Egg said you're talking about the weather, trying to get you back on track.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Get me on track.
Yes,
absolutely.
You guys. Peter, thanks for reminding. Smash that like button, please.
Always appreciate that.
Always.
We hit 70,000 subscribers.
Oh my God, we forgot about that. That's a big thing.
We were live when it happened.
Oh, last time I wasn't here.
Right,
yeah.
You weren't here.
That's
it was
so
last
awesome.
Friday night, and we were at 69,900 and something. And literally by the end of the live show that I did, we hit 70,000
so
like
awesome.
in 10 or something, which is just amazing. I was like so happy about that.
Congratulations.
Thank
Way to
you.
go.
Yes, and
thank you to you guys for always hanging out and making it possible and watching this crazy squirrel of a guy's videos.
what do you guys want to see more of? Let me know. The folks that are here are, the people that most likely see a lot of my videos, the majority of my videos. What do you want to see more of? I used to do a lot of video videos as well as photo videos. I used to do a lot of how-tos, different photo stuff.
Yeah, you guys are the OGs.
Yeah, you guys have been around for forever. So this channel, has been doing a lot of tech stuff, newsy tech stuff lately because I just love tech. I'm just a tech guy. I've always been a tech guy. And the photo community has just been kind of like breaking up a little bit. It's just not as tight as it used to be. And I don't know why that is. I think a lot of it had to do with COVID, whereas a lot of the conferences, the conventions and stuff started going away. A lot of that meet and greet that was really just not happening. My understanding, though, is B&H Photo and Video, the people that carry all of my products, like the Focus Pyramid and the PRT and the Aurora Camera Care product that I've made and all the rest of this stuff, they are putting together a show in New York, I believe by the end of this month or next month or something. So it's going to be like a Photo Plus Expo type of thing. So I don't know.
Tech Greg said all of the above.
All of the above. There you go. Yeah. So I'll just do more of what I'm doing then, but there's a lot of that where there used to be a lot of conferences and stuff that were going on. They kind of broke apart. A lot of them went the way of the dinosaur, which really sucks to me, at least.
Where's your trophy that you got?
Oh, it's over there. Is it over there? Yeah, I think it's over there. Yes, the fam sent over a trophy.
Ta-da!
Is this the cutest freaking thing? This came today. It says, let me see.
Can it focus?
No, let
Is
me.
it-
Yeah, because it shows.
far?
It no. It sees
there
our
it is.
eyes. It sees our eyes. Does it go? There you go. Look at that. Congratulations, JCristina, 70,000 subscribers. Is that the cutest friggin' thing? Look at that. I love it.
Thank you. We're
Thank
gonna
you very
put it
much.
right
The
back
fam
here
sent
for
that
now.
over. Look at that. One day,
What?
it's going to be a plaque.
Yeah.
So-
okay, so Peter said building your own NAS server from scratch and studio tour. People are still waiting for your studio
tour, yes.
Okay, so delay on studio tour just because you're kind of reorganizing stuff.
That's what we got these post-it
Yeah.
notes for, right?
Wow, no, he needs way bigger. What is that?
I can write studio tour on there.
I'm gonna stick it all over your head.
Studio tour.
Adrian said how to.
What was the other thing?
NAS server from scratch, studio tour. He's gonna need like 30 of
NAS
these.
server.
Adrian said how to on camera exposure.
What is it?
How to
Okay.
on camera exposure.
Camera exposure.
Tech is great. Newer pencil mix. No, newer pencil mic.
Oh, the Newers. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna put compare the pencil mic with
Step by step on how
the
to fix.
RE20.
Yes, for the win, Jay.
What is it?
Step by step on how to fix the bathroom. I love it. That's
You know,
good.
I really should
good
do.
shit.
I should do a DIY on that friggin' bathroom. When I'm done with that,
Just so you know, to get this bathroom started, I know you guys are tired of hearing about it. I'm the one who demoed the floor, tile.
She did.
Okay, the whole floor.
yeah, but okay.
And the baseboards too, and the cement chiseled by hand by me.
Okay, but she does that to force my hand to fix shit. Okay, she will break it, so I have to fix it. She'll be like, "Oh, look at this wall here. I don't want this wall." Oh, freaking sledgehammer the damn wall. Then I'm having to go and like replace tile under it, go fix this, go fix that.
Yes,
Oh,
but-
wait a second. Oh, wait. There's a pillar in the middle of the house. Joe, do you think that is structural? Frick do I know? Can we just cut it down? Sure, cut it down. If it falls, then, maybe we got insurance.
So
they
I
can
cut
fix
it down.
Cut the damn thing down. Now there's a hole in the friggin' roof. I had to go repair that.
But wait.
So she's
this
like,
is-
she does shit, but it's so that I fix it.
Because it's called a reaction to a lack of action after you have asked for many,
What the
many
hell are you
moons.
talking about?
Oh, you're just doing the squirrel thing because you want to. But that's just, I'm reacting to his lack of doing things when I ask. So after you ask, then I just implement the action.
So what happens is by Friday you have a honey-do list that looks like this, right? And you're like, so which of what?
Live stream so we can comment on you working on the bathroom. That would be, oh my God, that would be great. I would love that.
I'm gonna live stream the friggin' bathroom. I should do that.
Ah, that's
At least
great.
record. I'm gonna have to do some of that.
Adrian said if you need help with the bathroom, he can consult.
I don't need a console. I need someone with hands. I need someone to get in there and just grab stuff and like rip it apart and fix stuff. And
Jay said, whoops, sorry, let those squirrels out. Who let those squirrels out instead of the dog? Oh, Dragon
You guys
Egg
are
said I'm
getting
in for that.
you guys are getting stupid tonight. I'm gonna have to call it.
So, F. Welshel said, glad to see you're married. Yeah, it's going to be 30 years that I've had to implement action to get things to move, you guys.
30 years of broken shit that I have to fix.
Oh my God, Ron said, wait till you retire, it gets worse.
Does it? Don't even say that.
That's great.
That's
No,
just
I'm
crazy.
trying to get all this stuff done. Look, this is my plan.
Oh God.
I am trying to get all this stuff done so we can enjoy the house and finally be done. And then when we retire, we don't have to do it, so we can go travel and and then when we come home, it's like perfect.
So when we come home, you're not gonna break shit so I can fix
No,
it?
if you would just
Fix
do
everything.
it. See, our house We got it literally like 5 years after we were married. So he just wants me to be happy with stuff that we built 24 years ago. I think it's time for upgrades. I mean, I think that's good. 24 years and then you upgrade. And the stuff has been taking forever. One bathroom took 2 years. The kids' bathroom is not large, took 2 years.
Okay, so in my defense,
Lord.
we're losing people. Okay, listen.
We're losing people?
We're
We're gaining people.
No, people are leaving.
No,
They don't
I
want to
have
hear
proof.
this shit. They're listening to all this crap. In my defense,
I thought you meant we're losing people in the family. I'm like, we just gained a person.
we're not losing family members. What the hell's wrong with
No,
you?
like if they're
So,
leaving, moving out.
look,
but
in
they're
my
coming.
defense, it took so long to fix the other bathroom. No, to renovate, literally gut it and then rebuild it from scratch. And the reason being is no one knows how to build shit today.
I mean, that's
so
kind of
when
true.
you tear it down, right? The walls, instead of being straight, they're like this.
Jeremy
no one
said
uses-
call Elon.
I'm gonna call Elon. So
Doesn't answer. He
instead
doesn't
of the
have
walls
tech
being
support.
friggin', no, he doesn't answer. Damn guy, he doesn't. He just got no tech support.
No, you
That's
are
why I'm
tech
here.
support.
I'm gonna get the shirt. So instead of the walls being straight, the walls are damn crooked. So I have to fix everything. So when I tear everything up, I'm not just rebuilding it. I'm literally starting from scratch, like straightening walls, fixing stuff, all kinds of pipes are like. The pipes aren't even done right. They don't even know how to sweat copper pipes properly. Then the plastic pipes, the PVC. Check this out. You have a drain like this, right? You have a drain like this. This is your PVC
Wow, you're
drain.
really going to
Hold
town
on.
with the
This is the
sticky
PVC.
tonight.
I got the sticky. This is your drain. This is underneath the tub, right? Then you have a pipe that goes into it. Well, the pipe isn't long enough. So what do? Well, you get a friggin' other pipe, right? To make it actually connect? No, they don't do that. They get the pipe goes this far, then they get a whole bunch of schmutz. They get a whole bunch of shit, and they put it
Caulk
all around here, and they caulk the whole crap, right? So then what happens after about 4 or 5 years? The caulk starts cracking. Then what? You end up with a leak. This is how that whole bathroom started, remember?
Yeah, but
There
that
was a
wasn't
leak
my
into
fault.
one-
I didn't break it.
So
that
one
was
of my
the contractor.
one of my girls, their bedroom ended up flooded. Why?
Both of
Because
them.
of this. Because they don't know how to build. So anyways, to my defense, when I'm done with it, the shit will be there like literally like forever.
When you're done, I'll
They
be
could
retired
burn the
and
place
decrepit.
down and it'll still be there.
I won't be able to get into my spa tub.
It's probably true. Damn it.
So see, we go from like your tech talk to all kinds of crazy, and we end up back in the bathroom.
Stop with the damn
House
bathroom.
reno. Why are you sweating?
I'm sweating because it's annoying. It's aggravating.
That's great. That's
Yes.
good stuff.
What do we got here?
We just have great comments. I'm here for it. That's hilarious. Whoops, sorry to let the squirrels out. Glad to see you're married. I'm in for that. I'll be down there at the end of the month if you need extra hands, Adrian said. Wait until you retire, it gets worse. 30 years is pretty awesome. Congrats on 30 years. Don't feel bad. Me as a DIY takes more than twice as long. Start breaking the appliances. That's what my wife has been doing. That's a really good one.
She does that too. Like
No,
the
that's
toaster.
not true.
Get sick of the toaster?
Oh my God! See, he's such a lie. I take care of the appliances.
She does.
I do. You guys drop stuff on everything, and you just don't take care of it. But anyways, flying pretzel. Need a swimming pool for the grandkids. Been saying that for 25 years.
I'm freaking digging that shit by hand. All right, because now a swimming pool in Florida. I researched it. We're close
you
to.
researched
hold on.
it?
We researched it.
What? I researched it.
She researched it.
Oh my God.
They want $100,000 for
you
a
know
friggin'
what?
pool for digging a damn hole.
You're faux.
$100,000.
You're faux. He's faux. He did not research. He doesn't do their
I
homework.
researched it.
I do
too.
the homework.
I did.
You're such
I
a
talked to
lie.
these people.
Oh my God, you talk
Hold
to them
on.
after I have them here at the door.
It's true. Just like you break shit and then
Yeah,
I
because
fix it.
you
It's the
don't
same
do
thing. You
anything.
called
Oh
them.
my
I
God.
talked to them.
I'm not listening to you.
They wanted like $20,000 to $25,000 to take 2 trees out. What the frick is that? 2 freaking trees, $25,000. What is
We're
that?
in the wrong business.
Is that crazy? This is no lie. Like over 20 grand to take 2 trees out. I'll put TNT under the shit and blow them into the air or something. Can you imagine that? 2 trees, 25K, 100,000 for a small, like a standard pool. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a pool like
no,
you would
no.
see like in a resort, like with like a lazy river and shit around the house or something. No, it's just like a regular pool.
Yeah.
100K.
It's
The
insane.
same pool would be like 40,000,
actually,
45,000.
when we built the house, they wanted 25 grand for like a standard
same thing,
pool
like a
for the
standard pool.
same right.
Little
So
deck.
now that same pool is 100,000. It's
crazy.
Just,
It is crazy.
I'm like, I would buy a whole condo, or,
Yeah,
or
just-
a portion of it at least is a
Yeah.
condo.
Yeah, 100K. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah,
What do we got
so
here?
that's
Are we
that's
good?
where we're at. Yeah.
Are we good?
Sounds like y'all need a break. Maybe time to jump in the pool. We'll hit a tree.
We jump in the.
Oh no, but you know what I did, you guys?
Okay. All right. You can.
No, wait, because after
Because I suck so badly. This is
Yes.
what she did.
So, because he never wanted to put the pool in. So now it's 100,000. So I said, okay. So after all these years, I was just, looking at something and the internet. And I said, you know what? That's amazing. That would sound great. So then I said, on this day, someone's going to come deliver some stuff. And I researched and I did, of course, my homework, except for I forgot to measure. But by the grace of God, it worked. And what happened, Joe?
These 2 guys come with a
Wow, we really went from your tech
With-
world to a whole
with,
other
with
level
a
today.
massive effing box that was about 12 feet by like 10 feet. I don't know. The box was massive. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I asked her. It's a friggin' jacuzzi. But she didn't measure the patio, like the area.
I forgot.
The door, the patio, how big
I was
is it?
concerned about how many people
How many
I could
people
fit.
could fit in the damn thing? Well, what does that have to do with anything if it doesn't fit in the whole... where are you going to stick it?
Yeah, well, we have 5 acres.
So the jacuzzi ended up coming, and it fit by 6 inches. 6 inches. So when you walk by the jacuzzi, right? If you gain a little bit of weight, you ain't going by it, right? Stay thin, all right, and then you can get by the jacuzzi. If not, sorry, can't do it.
And you know what?
But it fits.
William-
Was it 6 people?
Yeah, 6 people.
6 people. Beautiful
Yeah.
jacuzzi. She did a good job.
Yeah.
It is
I-
absolutely beautiful.
I-
I love it. It is it is great. It is
I
great.
want you guys to know also that this happened in a matter of 2 weeks. And as William just pointed out, bathroom versus hot tub. My project got done way faster.
Very quick. Yeah, very quick. It was just ordered and it showed up. And that was it. Someone says, or a Porsche. Yeah,
Yeah,
could do
William
a
said,
freaking
or a
Porsche.
Porsche with 100,000.
Yeah.
Jeremy said you
Get
could
like an
buy...
older 911 or something.
Jeremy said you could buy all the equipment to dig the hole, build a pool for that price.
Is that not true? You can definitely get an absolutely. Get like a Bobcat. I'm in there. I know how to run the things, right? I'm gonna do it. But the problem is
Doing
there's 2 damn trees, $25,000.
Yeah, the trees are in the way. They're like these. I mean, they're beautiful, but they are legit.
So
in the
there's
way.
cypress trees and the root ball on it. They're
Yeah.
probably like 8-9 feet. There's massive root balls, right? So it's like it's a lot of work to do. It ain't
Maybe
$25,000
Elon
worth
can
of work.
point his satellites on
His
the trees.
death ray, Elon's death ray, at those freaking 2 trees, and it'll save us 25 grand. I think that's the least. I want to know, guys, in the chat, let me know how many freaking SpaceX Starlink units do you think I have sold for Elon in the last
that's
year and
a
a
good
half
question.
of doing tech support for his ass? I want to know. What do you think?
Jeremy said Elon can do that. Let me call him. He doesn't answer the phone.
He doesn't answer the damn phone. He doesn't have to have tech support. I'm the damn tech support.
Low Tech Greg said go the C4 route.
C4, I like it. If it wasn't so close to the house, I would C4 that shit. I would definitely do it. No, but I want to know, what do you guys think? How many, all of the hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, one of the videos was like 630,000 views. Another video was like almost 200,000. All these people.
You guys, we just
That
need
have
you to
watched
share
my-
the
my-
videos more.
Share the damn channel so we can grow this thing, right? Now, I want to know, what do you think? What would be a number? 100 Starlinks, 1,000 Starlinks, maybe a few thousand Starlinks? I would guess, this is my guess, I want your opinion. How many do you think I've sold on this channel? Inadvertently, just talking about this and fixing it. I would say over 1,000 Starlinks. That's my guess. What do you guys think?
Okay, so you have some coming in. Ricky said it's time to hire Extreme Home Makeover. Thank you. They may give y'all a discount for being
Just
awesome.
let them do it.
William said 30K dishes. Jay said 100,000. Steven said 1 million. Adrian said no SpaceX.
Come on, people.
No SpaceX affiliate program. Larry, you still have me on the fence of getting Starlink. Almost there. William said infinite. Jeremy, seriously though, thanks for the Starlink coverage. That's how I found your channel. Adrian said 800. Jeremy, watching from a Starlink. LOL. William, none because they don't work.
There you go.
Fix it. I got 3 big oak trees removed from like 2,400. Wow.
Wow,
You can
that's
get it
cheap.
done cheaper. Just got to find someone who knows what they're doing and it isn't trying to rape your wallet. That's the hard part.
That is the hard part.
I'm one of them. Thanks to you, I have another money pit. Cut the trees down and digging the trees up. Which machines?
Yeah.
Jeremy, 10,000 easily. Peter, 50,000.
Man.
Jerry said way more than that.
You
Piney
need a shirt.
Woods, you need a T-shirt for Starlink support.
Yes.
Lotec Greg, 5 to 10.
5 to 10K. There you go.
Fragile 1976. I know at least one. Tallman. Do y'all recommend any of those bathrooms in a day companies for my bathroom project? Gotta get it done quick.
There's no such thing as done. If it's built correctly, then maybe it's quick. But for the most part,
They're gonna
it's
bring
just
the wall
garbage.
with the shower and they're just gonna
Just
drop
stick it in. That is drill it in, and that's it. Yeah.
No, but really, the reason why that bathroom reno started was because we also had the leak in the shower.
Yeah, we had a leak in the shower. Exactly. So there you go. Just like the other shower.
Oh my God, what a great idea.
What is that?
T-Cam, Elon should buy you a pool. That would be amazing.
See that, Elon? Come on now. We're getting numbers like 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 Starlinks sold on this channel,
Yeah,
right? At $600 a piece.
yeah.
That is a lot of money.
Dragon Egg says, I like it. STS t-shirts. Larry, I had two tree growing so tall it started blocking my solar system, so I had to cut it 8 foot off the top. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Someone in this family, without mentioning names, planted a very large or a very small tree that is a very large tree that covers now the whole driveway, the edge of the house, and
Yep.
drops schmutz all over the driveway
Yeah.
continuously.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But when you plant these things, the thing is you really need to figure out how big the canopy is going to be on them and what is the root structure going to
And
be.
that
And
has
you
a
got
lot
to
of
look
root.
up all that
Yeah.
stuff before planting. Because it starts out small, then it turns extremely big for sure.
Jay said, great work takes time. Jeremy, yes, at least everyone who bought a Starlink because of you could show up with a shovel or something. Gotta get that
There you
pool
go.
built.
If you bought a Starlink from any of my videos, just come and we're gonna dig. We're gonna have
We'll have a dig party.
We're gonna have a dig party. Well, beers
we have
going.
to start off with
I'll
a
buy
tree
kegs.
removal party.
Okay, we need someone in the military with C4. We're going to start out with C4. We're going to blow out 2 trees, and then we need a bunch of people with shovels. And we're going to dig the hole.
A dig party.
Then we need to get someone that has access to cement and a cement blower
Yeah.
to be able to blow that thing and all the piping and stuff. We can get this thing done.
that is
It's not going to be
awesome.
100K. Or I like the idea of getting Elon just to spring for a pool.
That'd be great.
That's
Adrian,
not a lot of
pool-
money for him.
Pool is a nice commission. If I didn't have fiber, I would have Starlink because of you. That's Peter. So thank you for the customer support. Jay said, provides good shade for the hot weather.
That's
Dwayne,
right.
can we just say the Starlink customer service sucks? Yeah,
It
there is
just
no
sucks.
customer service.
There isn't. I mean, honestly, I love the company. I love what Elon does. I don't love everything that he does, but I love, let's say, 80-90% of what he does. I do think that Starlink is the future. If you're on the fence with Starlink, honestly, I don't get commission from it. It would be great if they had an affiliate program. I would join it immediately. But there isn't any. But if you're on the fence, just get it. It really is that good. You're going to have, in its infancy. It's only a couple of years old. I've been there since beta time, so it's been it's been a little bit of a haul. There's been times when it's really good, when it's really shit, and then other times when it's really, really good again. So you're gonna have these ups and downs as they build this thing out. They don't know what they're doing. They're guessing, right? And the same thing when it comes to customer service. The only customer service that SpaceX Starlink has is a ticketing system, and that is it. There's no phone support. There's no online 24-hour chat. There's no email address, okay? If you need an email address to make a complaint, in this video that you're watching right now, down below, you will find a direct email to SpaceX, their dispute, let's say, department. When all shit fails, you can send an email there and you will get a response. I promise you. All right.
Jeremy said fixed wireless is AT&T, right?
Fixed wireless, yeah. Well, so you have fixed wireless being AT&T Internet Air. You have Verizon home internet, and you have T-Mobile home internet. Those are the 5G fixed wireless that they have those routers for right now.
Ricky said, I just thought about it, found out fixed wireless is technically wireless fiber since they do run fiber to the towers.
Yes.
Adrian said, I'm waiting
correct.
for Starlink to get better in my area, then unpause. And Jay, we are so lucky to have you guys doing what you do. Really appreciate it.
That's really nice.
Rubicon probably sold some T-Mobile home internet also.
Probably, right? They don't have an affiliate either, I don't think.
Dion, thanks for your info, guys.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. We should...
You know, I have an idea.
Yeah.
How about if everybody just goes on X, used to be known as Twitter, and just, message Elon about your fabulous videos and your tech support.
See that? Be like, hey, this guy, JCristina, he's got like 170 videos just
He's
on
our support
your
system.
crap. And we've been using him for like the last year and a half.
They could use a pool.
You could do like the whole spiel. Helpful tips, tricks, how-tos, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, and why. Just put the whole spiel. Be like, Elon, help this guy out.
That's funny.
That's awesome. That'd be cool. Could you imagine? I would just fall to the damn floor.
I will get that on camera.
I just fall on the floor. That'd be it.
Larry, waiting for it can cool down so I can drop Ethernet wire for Office, and for Armada AP I'm installing along the networking box.
Put it inside of a conduit, all right? Or get a burial cable, like a Cat 8 cable, but a really good burial cable, real good. The ones that have the gel pack, the gel into jelly inside and stuff. If not, make sure it's in a conduit, right? You don't want to end up with problems later on. You have to go and re-dig.
Right, the Skip said video on how to establish an internet cell phone system for emergency use.
Emergency cell phone system.
Jeremy, I'd have T-Mobile if I had towers near. Adrian, keep up the great lives.
Appreciate it.
Washal, you sold me on 7 TP Link EAP 1110 outdoor to add to my Starlink to cover 50 acres.
Wow. That's quite
huge.
a bit. Now the next thing you need to do is all of those APs, all those access points, put them on a like a litho battery with a small, maybe a 50-watt solar panel. That would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Adrian, we got you on X. Yes.
Do it.
Jay says, and he needs a pool.
and he needs a pool, damn it.
Jeremy said, your luck. Elon finally tunes in and you're talking about the bathroom remodel.
Yeah, Elon. And I'm like, God, what is wrong with Elon? Why does he have no damn tech support? This guy. And he'd be like, God, I hate this guy. That'd be the end of it.
William, Elon Musk comes to the door and knocks. LOL, I would die.
I would literally, I wouldn't even know what to say.
Fix it. I believe T-Mobile does have an affiliate program. You got to look into that.
Really? I don't even know. I'll have to check into it. Because if
Larry-
they do, I should join it for sure.
Yeah.
Because it is good. And you guys know, and just, I mean, look, I've been doing this for many, many years now. Some of you guys have been here for a long time. And the bottom line is that when I have a product for you and I'm actually talking about it and saying that I would purchase it, if I wouldn't purchase it myself, I will not tell you to purchase it. I do all of my reviews 100% unbiasedly. Everything is unbiased, period. And I can't tell you how many companies approach me to put their shit on my site or on my channel and talk good about it. Oh, do this, do that. We want to check. We want to take a look at what you say before it actually goes live and review it. And I don't do any of that, ever. So if it's a product that I'm going to be an affiliate of, it's going to be something that I would back, and it's something that I would actually purchase with my own money. So, I hope you guys know that. So it's important to, obviously, to make money doing what I do, but I will not do it unless it's going to be something that I will definitely use myself, or I will not back something that is garbage, for sure.
All right, I'm just going to finish up here. So
Do it. Because I think we're running late now.
Yeah.
She told me an hour and a half. That's all that I had. And I said, an hour and a half? Okay, we'll take an hour and a half. Now I'm looking at it. We've been on for 2 hours and 4 minutes.
It's your fault.
It's her fault.
Oh my God.
It's not my fault. So I don't want to hear it later.
Even Peter went to sleep. He's leaving.
Peter. Jesus.
Okay, so
Thank you very much, Peter.
Yes,
really
always.
do appreciate you always.
Larry, I purchased TP-Link EAP 613 after watching your videos. William, best 4 or 8 port PoE switch.
Get an 8-port. Go with even a TP-Link 8-port PoE. That's fine, but get a managed switch if you can instead of an unmanaged switch. Managed switch will give you QoS and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to get into it. Get a managed switch.
Adrian, don't forget the like button. Yes, thank you. Jay, you will need a fence around the pool to keep the squirrels out.
Squirrels.
Jeremy, I like the Meraki goes as well. Ricky, Jeremy, I do. Oh, he's talking to Ricky. Said, Jeremy, I do too. I got a MR16 Meraki AP. William, great stream tonight. Peter, happy to do it. Adrian, viewer trust. Dragon Egg, so glad I happened on this tonight. We're glad you were here with us tonight.
Yes, we're glad that everyone showed up tonight.
Larry, EAP 225 outdoor works great according to your referral.
Yep, it works awesome. I got one out there for now a year and like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Flying Pretzel, we having fun. It's Friday. Yes. William, Peter's fired.
Peter! You're supposed to be the mod. Come on. You going to sleep? You're on fiber. I hate you anyways that you have fiber.
Oh my God. Adrian, it's the bathroom's fault.
Peter says, no, I'm here.
Jay said it's my fault.
Peter got guilted. He got guilted into staying.
Oh, Jay, it's my fault. You go so long. Oh my God. Ricky, they are good for the price, no doubt. Talking about that. William, awesome. Posium. And everyone's laughing. Peter, the engineer for the lives.
That's right.
Great show. Really enjoyed it.
Thank
First
you, Jeremy.
live
Appreciate
I've
you.
caught. Jeremy, that's awesome. Lawrence, hello from Pegius First Nation, Manitoba, Canada. Enjoying our family's new Starlink connection. Great
Awesome.
show.
Congratulations.
That's
Congratulations on that.
Ricky, I should get paid by AT&T for helping them advertise. LOL. Larry, thanks for your time. You two are a hoot. Peter having a cup of coffee and coming back. LOL.
Exactly.
All right,
well,
you
guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good times. Good times. Glad that I was here tonight for
I'm glad that you were here.
busting your butt.
Busting something.
Yes.
Jeez.
Have a
It
great
was fun.
weekend. It was fun.
Thanks a lot, guys.
have a
Really
good
do
weekend.
appreciate
Friday
everyone
nights
being
are
here.
always awesome.
Thank you for all of the super chats. Thank you for
Yes.
that sub. That is really, 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 really important. All the new members that have come aboard in the last month. Thank you for becoming members of the channel. I think we got 60 or something new
That's
members
awesome.
or something. It was really, really
That's good.
great. Really
and don't
appreciate
forget to
it.
share and
Like,
like Peter says, smash that
all that
button
stuff.
and tell everybody about Joe's videos and anybody that needs help with their stuff. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
whole reason why
absolutely.
he started. So
Yeah, let the community know
Yeah.
about the channel and let Elon know.
yeah, I have people saying they already went to X.
Elon,
You guys are awesome.
really appreciate all of you. Thanks a lot. Have a blessed
Blessed weekend. Thanks.
Thank you so much. We'll see you later.